Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have a 1971 Camaro SS in its original antique green. I think it's code 49. I looked it up the other day and it was correct, was just going through the car. Now this car came to me through an existing customer. We had done some work to it. You know, he's owned it for 10 years. He bought it pretty much this way and we've maintained it. And the paint on it, I will tell you, the paint and body work on this thing's been done for a while. I'm gonna tell you, it's damn near Concours. And when it was done, but I was really amazed at how nice the car is. You know, I'd seen the car in the shop before, and I've had a few of these over the years, back in the day, and always liked this Camaro, this year Camaro. I had a lot of Camaros. That's all I could afford. And you know, I usually shy away from it because they're usually just absolute junk. But this is a really good, honest car. It's a real SS. It's an original engine. The interior is nice. It looks like replacement seat covers, you know, good ones. But the interior overall is in really nice shape. You know, the horn, the buzzer works, the key buzzer, you know, just the little things that, you know, show you it's a little bit nicer of a car than typically what you find. And once I started looking at it, I really liked the car. It's just a really honest car and quite authentic. It also has a Protecto plate. So it's probably one of the better ones you'll find out there if you're looking, you know, for this vintage. And the other thing too is, you know, this car's under $40,000. I mean, you can rack up $40,000 on one of these things and not even, you know, not even be in paint yet. The metal on it's really nice. I don't see any evidence of major panel replacement. I mean, it looks really good. So, you know, I want to call this just a driver, but on the high end of drivers. You know, it's not a McCacken, you know, type, you know, Concours car. It's also not $250,000 because, you know, some of these Z28s and all, I mean, to restore one, you're $175,000. So, you know, that's what it takes to get to that level. But if you want a cruise night car, a car you can, you know, just really have fun in. This thing doesn't need anything mechanically. We've gone through it. It flew through the operations check. I know it needed one little tiny thing and we did it, whatever it was. It has aftermarket gauges because, you know, the factory gauge setup is mostly dummy lights. They turn red once something's come to failure, either overheating or loss of oil pressure. So, you know, if you want to actually monitor what's going on there, it's got some Stewart Warner gauges in there. You know, all the vintage stuff. It's got the Hurst shifter with the T-handle. Same stuff I had back in the 80s when I was screwing around with Camaros. Anyway, it does have the factory wheels. We call them the poverty caps. It's got Mickey Thompson tires, but it is the correct look. You know, with a set of, you know, they're making reproduction radials now that actually look like bias plies. We just did a 73 Trans Am with them and really cool. That's what I would put on this car because it's just got that right look. So anyway, we're going to take it for a ride and air it out a little bit. I've not driven this thing yet, so let's go have some fun. Okay, so I had this thing in the showroom and, you know, it starts right up. Really, really feels good. It also, it's a factory power steering, power brake car, which makes it very nice and easy to drive. As far as the interior goes, I'll tell you, it looks like it's completely restored. I don't know how much of this stuff is original and how much is reproduction. I would venture to say a lot of it's reproduction, but maybe not. I don't know about the door panels because I can tell you that the one here where the window crank is, somebody had a ring and they just scuffed the crap out of it with the ring. Yeah, I haven't felt one of these shifters in a long time. You got to kind of turn them a little bit to get, you know, there we go. This thing feels nice. It's an M21 trans in it. Engine and trans have been rebuilt. I've got a ton of receipts for all that stuff. I didn't do that work. I've only done some of the maintenance work. It was done, you know, by a shop down near the Maryland border, Maryland-PA border. everything feels like it was done really well. And again, just a nice, honest car. It looks like it's the original windshield in here too, and really in nice shape. There was 2 wiper marks on there, and it looks like somebody polished it and damn near got it all out. Yeah, I don't know where the car originally came from. I think Harrisburg maybe is what the Protecto plate said. And, you know, finding a car with, you know, original type things like the Protecto plate, it's rare. It's just very cool. Yeah, so usually when people approach me with this type of car for sale, unless it's a trade that I can, you know, quickly liquidate, I usually don't take them because they're usually just not very nice, and I just don't want to deal with it. And it goes for Corvettes too. I get a lot of trades on Corvette trades that I don't sell. I wholesale them. They don't. It's just not my kind of car. And you know, they're cheap. You can buy them cheap, but in my experience, because we're such a big service facility, when I sell a car with super high mileage, even if everything works perfectly the day I sell it, you know, the air conditioning compressor, the AC compressor is just going to, you know, just take a dump, and you know, it's hard to, for me anyway, to sell that stuff, you know, in good conscience, because I just know it's, you know, I don't want to call them ticking time bombs, but it's just going to be problems. And you know, and listen, I'm a mechanic by trade. I have no problem buying crap for myself, but because I can fix it. But if you can't fix it, you've got to rely on somebody else. You buy the best you can. All right, let's go here. All right, so there's no tack in this thing, so I ran it up to what felt like about 5,000 RPM, and I could see it blew out some carbon. But it goes down the road nice and straight, not a hiccup. I mean, I'm driving with my thumb here. You know, this is the type of power steering. These old hydraulic mechanical units, probably adequate for a 3500 series truck, a big, heavy 502 or excuse me, 454. I mean, it's way over assisted, but that's what we like. That's what the 70s were, man. Have you ever drove a big Cadillac or big, you know, I had a 76 Chevy Caprice, and I mean, it just, those things were built for luxury. But they were also pigs. Big, heavy, gas guzzling pigs. That's a friend of mine. Anyway, back to the Camaro. I really like this car. It's just a car that doesn't need everything. And in that price range, this thing's under 40,000. A lot of bang for the buck. Get in it, drive it. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, well, you know, this is a nice shifting car, nice driving car. Just easy, 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 easy. If you want easy, a car you can drive, and easy, no BS, no issues, with the exception of the little, you know, touch-ups on the door. The paint on this thing will blow you away. This thing's way nicer than I'm describing it. It really is. Oh, shit, I blew that light. I did not do that intentionally. Yeah, way nicer. This is a sight unseen car. You can buy this thing sight unseen based on my description. I don't think there's anything that I've overstated on this thing. Just really an honest car. So cool Camaro. Haven't driven one in a long time. I'm going to say probably 25 years. Feels good. Brings back some memories. Maybe I'll flash up some pictures of my orange 72 I had. I dated a girl in high school who had a 70.5 split bumper, orange and white. And we're still friends. And man, it's so crazy. So I ended up painting that thing that color. Then I changed it to orange and black. I just thought it looked better. All right, thanks for watching.